Hey guys, before I actually begin, just want to say, if you care for the final word about anything, just read the description. I'm not talking anymore about it. Anyway, I decided to keep making videos. Figured to be really unfair to the people who are thinking logically and are not being stupid about everything, and there are people who still want me to make videos. So why should I punish them for something other people decided to do? It's kind of unfair. So I'm gonna do what I wanted to do last night, and I'll do it before I have to go to work in like an hour. Hooray! And I'm gonna review the Sega Nomad. And I know it's huge. I'm sure you can it barely fills the lens. And I apologize if the camera moves a little bit. It's kind of sitting on my bed right now. What is the Sega Nomad? Well, it was. You notice down there it says Genesis. It's basically a portable Sega Genesis. Oh, my reflection is in the Nomad screen. Hey, it's me. Check it out, guys. Okay, enough of that. Obviously, the Nomad is huge. It was released, I think, sometime 95, 96, somewhere around there. My dad got it for me for Christmas when I was like 7. And, well, yeah. So, let's go over the thing. Now, what are the main features of Nomad? Well, let's take this off first. This is the main unit with the battery pack taken off. Obviously, it's already too huge. It looks like a fucking brick. I mean, I'm sorry, it looks like a brick. Cartridge would go in there, power switch. I know this is all like a Dr. Ashton style review, but it was the best way I could do it. So my apologies if you think I'm ripping off Ashton's, but you know, I'm just sort of using his style for this particular thing. Because Ashton's is awesome. If you don't know who he is, go check out his channel. He kicks ass. But anyway, you know, D-pad, a little bit weird because it's kind of a circular D-pad. Main screen, there's 6 buttons. Low battery light, that's going to come on a lot. Start mode, I have never found a use for the mode button in any game I've ever owned. Brightness control, because it actually does have a backlight. Headphones slot, volume, and interestingly enough, up here you notice this is an adapter for this is the AV out, like for the TV, and you can actually plug. This is a second controller slot. You actually plug this into a TV, and it'll play on the TV, and a second controller can be plugged in here, and you can play 2-player games. So that's an interesting feature. I do like that, but that's where sort of the pluses end. It plays games alright, I'll show you in a second. But here's the first battery pack. Now I know what you're saying, what do you mean first battery pack? Well, this is for the AA batteries. Now I know what you're saying, that's awful big for AA batteries. Yeah, I know. 6 AA batteries for this fucking thing. 6! Holy shit! Ugh. And on top of that, there's also this huge thing, which is the rechargeable battery pack that I actually can't technically use anymore because I lost the charger. Go me. But yeah, it's also pretty huge, and these things are attached separately to the damn thing, adding more stuff to carry around. And of course it plays Sega Genesis games, so what do you need to carry around? Sega Genesis games. Not necessarily in the case, but let's be realistic here. Games aren't exactly meant to be carried around. They're awful big themselves. So you need to carry around this, at least one of these, and at least one of these. Yep, that's portable. And the batteries are another issue. Not only do you have to use too many of them, but both these packs, no matter which one you decide to use, both will last you, guess how long? 2 hours. 6 batteries in a rechargeable battery pack. 2 fucking hours. Are you kidding me? Come on! This is the problem the Game Gear had. You'd think they would have learned their goddamn lesson, but holy shit. 2 fucking hours, and yeah, that's a little bit ridiculous, but how does it play? Getting past the whole battery thing, let's just see how it plays. Okay, sorry about that. I had to put batteries in. Ugh, now I only have 1 battery left in my damn battery case. That makes me angry, because I shouldn't have to put 6 batteries. Come on. Especially when they last 2 hours. But, yeah, you just turn it around. There's 4 slots in the back. You put them in, slide it down, it snaps right on. And then you put the game in. Hooray. And it's not working. Of course you aren't. That would have been convenient. Okay, I think it's working now. I say I think, because it's not. Gotta love this. I'm sure you're all very entertained by this. Yeah. Come on. Sweet! Let's turn up the volume. It's at max. Okay. So, volume clarity is pretty good. It's not gonna look very good on the YouTube screen, but it actually, the actual screen and everything, it actually looks pretty good as far as, the look of it. And as far as playing the games, it played by itself. My bad. Anyway, so yeah, let's start playing. Button layout's alright. It's a bit awkward to hold at first because it's square, but it's actually not too bad. I will say, I will give it that. And it's kind of weird playing it like this, let me say that. One problem that it does have, because the screen is so small, it has this weird issue with blurring whenever sprites are moving across at higher speeds. So playing a game like Sonic, you're gonna notice this, and it's gonna be really weird to look at first. It's not too much of an issue once you get used to it, but I don't think we should have to get used to something. And I forgot I can't spin dash in Sonic 1. Wow, go me. But yeah. But as for the actual gameplay, I mean, it's compatible with any Genesis game. It plays everything just fine. It's just the weird blurring thing on the screen. But as far as playing the games, it does a decent job. No! Yay! And now I want to play, but yeah. But that's enough of that. That's really all you needed to see. It plays the games just fine. It'll play anything, you know, just fine. But what about you know, the actual use of it? Well, it was marketed as a portable console, being able to carry around your Genesis and, you know, play it that way. And that's awesome, but it's got 2 main issues. Number 1, it's huge! It's a brick! It's heavy, too! And you have to carry around the battery pack, the fucking unit, and the games! And obviously, if you're like me, you're gonna want to take more than 1 game. I used to lug this shit around everywhere. It was ridiculous. I mean, really. And on top of that, the battery life. 2 hours! That's the reason my dad, when he bought it for me, he told me this. He opted to buy the rechargeable battery pack, which you had to buy separately. He opted to buy that too because the guy who sold it to him told him, dude, these batteries will run out really quick. And he's like, okay. And unfortunately, I have to use AA batteries now because I lost the damn freaking whatever, the power cord. What am I trying to say? But yeah, so Nomad, an interesting idea, a good idea, a very good idea, but it just wasn't implemented well. It's too big, and it's just not practical enough to be used as a portable console. Plus, it was more, plus some of you are probably saying, well, it could be used as a really small, you know, home console. Well, yeah, but when it was released, it was more expensive than the home console Genesis, so there'd be no point. Hooray. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little Ashen-style review. I might do more of these. I have a couple more consoles I could do this with. But yeah, I'm done. Have a nice fucking day, everybody.